we're going to do is we're going to talk about surface preparation. That's the first thing. This is a Gothic style window that was salvaged from the window sash graveyard. We thought it would be a pretty interesting project to see if we could bring back to life. You can see there's a tremendous amount of damage. This joint is shot. This is all broken apart. This was exposed to the weather in the corner. It's very soft, very decayed, very punky, not structural at all. The rest of the sash, the material is in really good shape. This is really strong, good old growth lumber. Now this particular repair is going to be a two-step process. This we're going to have to be a little bit more delicate when we remove the decayed and damaged material, okay? And for that we're going to use a Dremel tool. I'm just going to come in here, probe a little further, make sure that I've hit good solid material, okay? There. And now, we're just about ready to do our repair. We're going to use our bonding agent. What this is going to do is penetrate the wood fibers deeply, so that we're going to get more than a surface bond. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. We're going to mix 2 capfuls of part A, the white, to 1 capful of part B. For this particular application, I'm going to use a very fine artist brush because I want to get inside. And basically I'm going to brush on the Primatrate. I'm going to go deeply into the hole I drilled, cavity that was created, and I'm going to let it soak in for about 10 minutes. Now I want to talk about dispensing methods. The FlexTech comes, this is our first size, in a dual cartridge. This is so that you have absolutely no guesswork when you're mixing the epoxy. It comes out in the right proportions. Fit the epoxy inside, squeeze it forward, and the epoxy is ready to come out in the correct proportion. Take one of our sculpting knives and mix. We like to see people mix this on a flat surface, almost like an artist would mix up paint. Spread it out, swirl it around, so that both part A and part B are mixed up thoroughly. This size fits into a small standard cock tube, or we have a special dispensing gun that you can use what's called a static mixing nozzle with. A static mixing nozzle, sort of a corkscrew affair. The gun will push part A and part B through the nozzle and automatically mix the epoxy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tip on the epoxy and I'm going to put the nut right over it and screw this on. I'm going to start to pump and push the material through the static mixing nozzle. And as you can see, parts A and part B are the same color that we have here. It's going to come out automatically. This is a perfect application for the static mixing nozzle. I'm going to move this slightly to the side and I'm going to pump it in. See? Just a little bit of pressure and we've filled our void, we've filled our cavity. Now that I've filled this side, this is going to be a two-step process. I'm going to pull this mullion into place. I'm going to take our sculpting knives and I'm going to follow the profile. Pick this up a little bit and just try to position this to the best of my ability. Like this. And I'm going to fill in. This pointed trowel is wonderful for getting into the corners. And once again, it's keep your tools clean. Keep wiping them off in order to help create a right angle so that we're minimizing work time in sanding. What we're going to use is plexiglass, okay? I'm going to spray a little bit of Pam on the plexiglass. Not a lot, just a little bit. It's just going to help when it pops off. The epoxy will not stick to plexiglass. You don't need it, but in this instance, because it's such a delicate sash, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to push the plexiglass down, therefore creating a flat surface and a right angle. Now I'm just going to come in right here because I want to create a very, very sharp right angle. So there you go. So as you can see right here, this corner is pretty bad. It's pretty soft, it's pretty punky. So what we want to do is remove as much of this bad material as we possibly can and get it down to good quality lumber. Remove all the loose fibers that we've drilled out. This joint is still together, but what we've done is we've removed what was rotten and what was punky. Once again, I'm going to come in. I'm going to fill the cavity that I drilled out.